You know, my father always had told me, like, you know, go to school, get a good job. Pizza business not for you. Go to school, get a good job. And you know, they came here, immigrated here, so they put in a lot of hard work and a lot of hours. And I think their vision was our children will be able to go get a further education and, you know, get a 401k and health benefits and all that good stuff. But and I did do that for a little bit, and then I just always found myself happier when I was with my crew at the pizza shop after he passed away. Kind of found an opportunity that Charlotte was missing, some good pizza by the slice, New York style pizza shop vibes. Went back up. I fell in love with the city that weekend that I came down and sort of partied with them. Said, you know what? I'm ready to make a move. Let's get out of upstate New York. Let's get out of the Northeast in general. Let's take our way down to Charlotte.
At the very beginning, it's a little surprise to me that people love the food that much, that love the citron aspect of the dumplings and the noodles that I cook. You know, when I was a kid, it's just a very tradition that all you need to focus on is study and all the way to high school, and you have to go to college and all that stuff. For the Nanalese location, it's like very traditional Sichuan cuisine, and people loved it. So I am just very satisfied, and also reaffirmation for me that Charlotte people actually have a wider, you know, acceptance of the food, of a different type of cuisine or different type of culture that was originally in my head.
I think a good cup of coffee can fuel the soul in a way when you know that that coffee is ethically sourced, knowing that you, as you drink that coffee, are investing in your local city and your local community. I think it can fuel the soul and give some people that sense of meaning and purpose, and that they're doing something that's making an impact on their city. So coffee in Charlotte, it's a ritual. It's a connector, it's a space of connection, space for community. For example, we every month do the Creative Mornings event. And in that event, we bring 15 gallons of coffee for 300 people. And this morning we did the event, and it fueled, you know, a rock concert along with a speaker, a motivational experience for 300 people. And it was just a ton of fun. So all fueled by coffee, where it brought the connection, the people together, and the beverage in people's hand. There you go, man. You're all set. Thanks for coming in today. Here's a straw for you. Hey, have a great day.
Well, one of the most meaningful dishes for me is the lomo saltado, because this is what my mom used to make it like weekdays, and it was like something. It's really simple but special. Really special for me, and it's special for, I think, every kid in Peru, because they feel special when they see all these things going on right now. One of the most important parts is the ají amarillo, the Peruvian yellow pepper, which give it the heat and the spicy that you need for a dish. I think Charlotte was missing, you know, Peruvian and another culture food. I mean, not just Peruvian. What I love about Charlotte food scene right now is that it has grown so much, the diversity. There is, you can see, like when I first came here, it was just Mexican and some Greek, and of course Italian. But now you can find Vietnamese, Mexican, Costa Rican, from Panama, from all over South America, all over the world. And so it's growing, and it's gonna grow more, I think.
That is chicken parm. We got homemade chicken cutlets, ricotta cheese, homemade pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese.
The store in Albany was truly a family affair. My dad was there. He was the one that unlocked the doors in the morning and locked the doors at night. He immigrated here at 33 years old from Italy, didn't speak a lick of English. So I was in there at 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, like wiping down tables and playing with dough and, you know, wherever I could help, quote unquote. And then I eventually did start to work in the business. So the big push coming down here was like, yeah, let's bring New York pizza to Charlotte. Let's bring our New York vibe to Charlotte, right? New York pizza is different. A true New York spot is different, right? In my opinion, it's like you're selling pizza by the slice. That's a New York spot. All day, every day, you can go in there and you can find anywhere from 12 to 18 different style or flavors of pizza. The city of Charlotte's always been good to us. I can't tell you how many people know my name and know my staff member's name and come through the door and it's like, hey, what's up, Sal? That's the feel that we want to continue. The first day we opened, ran out of pizza dough that day. It was small staff. We, being younger restaurateurs, we were flying by the seat of our pants a little bit. I did not expect that pop. We unlocked the doors and there was people waiting to try our food. That was really cool feeling and also like a very eye-opening experience for us. At times, the restaurant world can be more physically demanding of you, but there's something to be said about the way you feel when you're in the workplace and what you're doing day to day. And even on the bad days, I go home with a smile on my face.
There's this dive bar in the plaza called Hattie's, and we would sell dumplings out there. Karaoke night.
Yes.
Make like $15 and be happy about it.
Yes.
And then we went from there to farmers markets. Well, that's where the name came from, because there'd be the cheese guy, the fish person,
Vegetable person.
yeah, cheese lady, whatever.
So we're like,
That's the dumpling
I like
lady.
the dumpling name. So we're
Yeah.
just, so that's how we get the name from. People are just so supportive. I will receive calls from just random people, whatever you're doing, will support you. So it was very encouraging. I never have so much like I would say like encouraging or like help from people that I never met before. I think the part I love about Charlotte food scene is there is much more acceptance for authentic food than I would expect it, because it was maybe a stereotype. Before I came here, I was like, oh yeah, maybe Americans, they don't like spicy, and then so surprisingly, all his friends and family really likes the type of spicy food that I made. And then when we start the food truck, it was the people's acceptance of like I don't want to say is unique, but we make like one type of food and really like
Stick to it.
Yeah,
we
stick
didn't
to authenticity.
Americanize it.
So it was everything we're trying to like keep it as authenticity as we can. It's for me my most because I was in the food world majority of my time. So I would definitely see better and better, or wider and wider acceptance of the diversity, the new people bring in, like people like me, and then it's just going towards more diversity, more diverse culture, which is great.
So Enderly Coffee was a backyard hobby while I was a teacher here in Charlotte Mecklenburg schools. And my wife Becky and I, we loved coffee. So even back in college, she was a barista at a local coffee shop. I'd visit her there. When we would go out on dates, we'd get tiramisu with coffee, not wine. So we were just always into coffee. It wasn't, like I said, not the craft of coffee, but it was just coffee as like a comfort, as a nice warm beverage. So we just loved the routine of it, the ritual of it, and what coffee means in somebody's life, in our life. And that's kind of where our passion and love for it came from, was the ritual. So once we started buying coffee for our company to roast and sell, it was important for us to have a deep connection to where that's coming from and know the source of where it's coming from. So we really seek to have really transparent and ethically traded coffee from the farm all the way to the cup as best as possible. And it all started in 2012 when we received a bag of coffee from a friend who had traveled to Guatemala. I like the coffee. I contacted the farmer through their website, and they were able to sell me green coffee in 50-pound bags to my porch. And it started early on, that direct relationship between me and the Levas family, which is still going strong today in 2025. To represent Charlotte, our bags say Charlotte, born and roasted on them proudly, knowing that your coffee from your hands and from your city and your neighborhood, Enderly Park, is now on the shelves all up and down the East Coast. Thinking back on where the coffee scene was when we started, there really wasn't much. Few little roasters around, but not a lot going on. Where it is today, however, there's a good handful of coffee roasters, some of which are getting national attention. I would say Night Swim and Hex specifically are both really putting out some fantastic top-notch coffees that I've enjoyed and am enjoying. What's happening in Charlotte is we're rising up with kind of the growth of our city. So as the city grows, the food scene elevates, the coffee scene has to elevate with it. And you have to do a really solid and consistent job for people to continue to come back and tell their friends and family. Because as you know, there's a new restaurant, a new coffee shop, and a new bar on every corner almost every week announced. And so you have to just be a really good person, as well as put out a really good product to make it in this city. Our company is built up of a very eclectic group of hardworking individuals who just really care about people. And that's what sets us apart, is our focus on our people, our neighbors, and our city, and trying to be a good person. And that's what we lead with. It's not necessarily the coffee and the tasting notes, but us as a company, and how do we make our city a better place. And I truly believe businesses, especially locally owned small businesses, have such a power to make our city a better place.
The first restaurant was always a challenge because people didn't know what Peruvian rotisserie chicken is. Well, being a Peruvian first, Peruvians, the only thing that they talk is about food. When I was a kid, seeing my family, my grandma, my dad, my mom cooking, Sunday was like a big feast for all the family. So I watched my dad. My dad wasn't a chef, but he love cooking, so he will teach me how to do pasta and ceviche, and they didn't maybe hear about Peruvian food, but it was a challenge. But at the same time, it was so nice to see people coming into the restaurant and trying and smelling, and all this diversity that we have right now, which is beautiful, as you can see and taste food from almost everywhere in the world. So no, when I came here, was a few restaurants, mostly Mexican, Italian, American, and that was it. And I saw the city, growing and growing. When I was a kid, I went from cooking at home to summertime working on my family's businesses. They had like hotel, restaurants, bakeries, so I started working there. So I always had in my mind that I wanna do something with food, always. So when I came here, I wanna bring Peru to Charlotte. Well, Peruvian cuisine to me is everything. It's family, history, flavors, aromas, and when that get together, that's what we wanna reflect on the restaurants, because that's what it is. We have an amazing team working with us, which is the family. Then we want to show everybody what we're doing, the smells, the textures, the flavors. So Peruvian cuisine to me is, I don't know if it's like, everybody has their own favorite cuisine, but Peruvian food is that mixture of everything. To me, it's Italian, Chinese, Japanese, their own Peruvian, so yeah, it's all the flavor there. Like I say, when I go outside in the dining room, I start talking to people, and I see they're finishing the dishes and saying, "Oh my God, this is amazing." But that's the way that I want them to feel when they come to the restaurants, like family, like we are being part of, they're being part of of our family, the team here, and we're giving everything that we got to them. Well, yeah, I think Charlotte is ready. Charlotte's been ready for, just waiting for this, waiting for all these different kinds of cuisine that we have right now, and they're ready. I mean, they want to experience that culture coming from other places, and the food and the tasting all these different cuisines. Charlotte is completely ready for this. It brings everybody together, which is what we want, right? When you come to a restaurant, when you wanna have a good time, that's why you go out to eat. So what it does, I think, is educating people about different countries, different cultures, and how we express it, are thankful to be here in this country through our food.
I think Charlotte, along with every city, has a culture. I think the culture is what you make of it. I think we all have a responsibility to contribute and connect with the culture and create the culture that we desire.
It's beautiful. It's so colorful right now. I see that, sometimes when I see Charlotte from the first day that I was here, when I see it now, it's like amazing. I love it because so many cultures, so many people ready to try new things.
I think you have to have an open mind to accept all this new stuff.
You start to meet a lot of people, not just from different parts of this country, but from different parts of the world that are finding their way to Charlotte. And I think that's only helping with the young, hip growth that we're seeing in the city of Charlotte. I think it'll be really cool to see where the city goes over the next 10 to 20 years. And I'm really excited to be a small part of it.
Rapping for the Queen City. Charlotte's got it buzzing. Underestimated, but we up and coming. It's the Queen City, where we all come together, lift each other up until we shining like the weather. It's the Queen City. And if you didn't know, we all about the culture in the 704. It's